And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the match day spread. He's reaching for the buffalo wing. Perfect! Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Live, Laugh, Larceny discusses true petty crimes that may be disturbing to some.
Or could be easy listening to all you psychopaths out there.
All stories are based on actual events, but details may vary.
Listener discretion is not advised.
Live,
Laugh,
Larceny. Welcome to Live, Laugh, Larceny, the show that came to get down because it makes the best pillows. This is Trevin.
And I am Amanda. And you guys, it has been far too long since we have recorded an actual normal episode.
Back in the saddle again.
Back in the damn saddle, and boy, do I feel rusty.
I do too. I was just having an issue like trying to get my shoulders in the right place for my camera. I was just like, how do I face you?
How do I look at you in the eye?
Yeah, after all that we've been through, how do I look at you?
I totally get it. Not offended at all. So, Trevin.
Yes.
Although it's been dreadful that we haven't done a regular episode, what is your dreadful dilemma this week?
This week, I'm witnessing the consequences of my actions.
That is always the fucking worst.
Isn't it? It's one of those things where it's been slowly happening, and I don't know if you're like me, but I'll have these bouts of awareness where I'm just like, I know I'm doing the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, you know, it happens. And then you just keep going.
Yeah.
And then over time, it becomes a bigger deal in some way. So over the last few months, Emily and I would say eating has been less of a priority for us.
Yeah.
With doing the album and doing different things, getting ready for Vegas, the first thing to go to open up mental space is like, I don't want to cook.
Yeah.
I don't want to get things together like that. It would be like, let's maybe buy things that are easier to make or, carry out more often.
Yeah.
So we had found ways to kind of stretch certain meals further and push the easy button a little more often, do more like chicken salad more often.
Yeah.
And it's finally got to the point where I can tell that we have put less and less effort in to now we just have been stretching it out on when we go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually at the end of going a whole, maybe over a week without shopping for us because we only usually shop once a week.
Yeah.
And I have one heel of bread left. I'm out of milk. I haven't had milk forever.
Those are the staples of any kitchen. Milk and bread. Do you have eggs?
I think we do have some eggs, yeah.
Okay.
We're out of most everything, and every time I get like a hungry feeling, I'm like, God, I have to leave the house to go do that. And then we just kind of have a conversation and forget that we were ever hungry.
See, if I didn't have kids to feed, when I was like single and in college, and if I didn't have a husband, that plays a huge part in it too. It is not just the kids. When I lived by myself, sure, there were nights where I felt like making a meal, but for the most part, I was good with having snacks at all times, you know. But now that I have a family, no, I'm just kidding.
I know.
But now it's expected, and the amount of emotional and mental and physical time that goes into it is a lot to make meals every night. It's like really a lot.
And also one thing I'll say, I don't know if you're experiencing this, but I have spoke to other people who are experiencing this. And maybe it's just the state of our world. Maybe it's a shared psychological phenomenon that we're all having right now. But I haven't been getting enjoyment from food for quite some time. It used to be like, oh, I'll have my favorite meal. And it's like, oh, that just makes me feel good inside a little bit, even though I know it's not healthy. It's not fixing that heart happy gap anymore.
Like it used to for you?
Yeah. So I just don't feel enjoyment from it. It takes a lot of thinking to come up with a meal. And I'm like, I don't give a shit anyway.
Yeah.
It's like putting gas in a car at this point. I have to do this. It's a pain in my ass more than anything.
Yeah.
If I could just have a little bowl of human food, like from a bag, like dog food sort of a thing. If it tasted good, I'd do it.
Oh, Trevin, I truly hope you can find your love with food once again, because maybe I'm just one of those people, but no, my love for my favorite snacks has still been hitting the spot lately for me.
Yeah.
And I hope that you can get back there, my friend. You need to eat your favorite Chinese food again, first of all.
Well, that's the thing, too, is I just feel like I have been having more tasty food since Vegas too, so where it's everything. It feels like I'm overprivileged too.
Yeah,
like I have to take like a tolerance break from good food for a while, so then I can just be like, oh, I've been on the brat diet for 2 weeks. I gotta get something cheesy, and then I need to be hungry. You know?
Okay, maybe you're just saving up the hunger.
Because I still eat healthy, but it's been less healthy, and it's like trying to put the brain back to it.
You know what?
The brain power's hard.
Your life is never going to be perfectly balanced, and in this time, maybe that's just taking the back burner, and you need to just move that back up on your list a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't have to go at the top. Maybe just bring it up a couple rungs, whatever they say.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have to eat to live, my friend.
That's true, and I want to live good.
Well, I also have a dreadful dilemma. My whole family actually was drug into this. A scammer tried to scam us all. I have proof. I'm waiting to see if one of my family members will send it to you, to me, so I can give you guys the exact names for a few things. But there is apparently a scam going on through the mail. It's not a scammer call, a scammer text, a scammer email. It's like in your mailbox. And
we are back in the 90s.
Dude, God. I know. Instead of sending it to my house, though, with my name on it, it had my name, but my maiden name, and it was sent to my parents' house. So that was like the first red flag for me. Okay. It mainly tricked my dad into thinking that it was real. Sorry, Papa Dennis, to call you out. I know you're listening to this right now.
Did you catch him walking to the mailbox with just a big envelope of cash? And you're like, stop, no. Papa Dennis, don't.
No. Luckily, it didn't get that far. So my parents received this piece of mail. My name, like I said, their address, very weird already. It was basically a toll roads receipt.
Oh, okay.
And
I've had one of these once before.
Yes, okay. But instead of it being like from an actual toll, it was lawyers that were reaching out on behalf of these toll road things that I hadn't paid. They got me a tiny bit. Like at first I was like, is this? Because they had certain details right. They knew my license plate, which I'm sure they probably just get it from the scanners, you know.
Probably like a DMV-ish website or something.
Yeah. So they had my correct license plate, and Jordan and I do travel to Denver a lot by car. I can't remember if it said that the tolls were in Denver, or I think they were in a different state, but somewhere over by there. I don't know. They have some details, but not enough. And I looked up the lawyers that were listed on there, and they are a real law firm that these scammers are using like their name and their logo, because they really do reach out to people on behalf of toll roads or whatever. but it's a scam. And the website was really scammy. The phone number was really weird. And eventually my dad just kept being like, I don't think it's a scam. I don't think it is. And I'm like, yes, it is, because I looked up the phone number and I looked up the website. They both said that it was most likely scam. And then I found all these forums of people saying that it was scam and their experience and blah, 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 and how it's a real lawyer, but they're lying, like how to tell. And it had like a phony website on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to prove it once and for all, my husband Jordan was like, fuck it, I'm going to call this number. And I was like, no, because then they'll have your number. And he's like, I don't care if they have my number. Like, I'll call from my phone, whatever. He calls, and it probably took, like anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes for them to even pick up the phone call.
Oh.
Like, it was like a very long ringing situation.
He actually sat through that?
Yeah, he waited. He was determined. I kept being like, no, like, I don't want to call these scammers. Anyway, it kind of seemed like a Jamaican accent this guy had on the other line, but when they finally answered, Jordan at first was kind of playing dumb and was like, I got this in the mail. And he was like, oh, what does it say, at the top? And he was kind of going back and forth and back and forth. And then finally Jordan said to the guy, he's like, okay, guy, the jig is up. This wasn't even sent to our house. Like, it says that your website is a scam. It says that this phone number is a scam. Seems pretty scammy to me. Like, do you think you're scamming me right now? Like, he was just being so dumb. Mm-hmm. And do you know what the damn scammer said back? Yeah, guess. Why don't you guess? After Jordan said, is this a scam? What do you think he said?
I'm going to say, paying for the roads is not a scam, sir. Something like that. Something about infrastructure. I'll say that. Nope. It was not anywhere as professional sounding or official sounding or even certain sounding. Jordan said, is this a scam? And the guy goes, well, it's up to you. And Jordan was just like, what? Like, the guy didn't even try. That's
It
hilarious.
was so pitiful. And
it's up to you.
so we just started cracking up laughing. We were like, because it was on speakerphone, like cackling. And then he's like, anyway, thank you for proving my point. Goodbye.
I wish you recorded the call. That would have been
I
hilarious.
know, we should have. I was so mad at him for even egging it on. But then when it happened, it was just so damn funny, his response, that I was like, okay, that was pretty good.
Wow, that's hilarious.
I have a photo, you guys. I'll try to find it before I leave your house. But
just the letter.
Yeah, I wanted to say who the actual law firm was, but it was crazy. And yeah, my dad almost fell for it. But I was like, Papa D, no, we called this guy and we asked, is this a scam? And he said, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's like only if you follow through. If you don't, I guess it's...
Oh, and I didn't even say this part. He also said... He also asked Jordan, before he said that it's up to you, he goes, well, if it's a scam, why'd you call this number? He wasn't even trying. He wasn't like, how dare you? Like, this is a really respected official establishment, blah, blah, blah. He was just so half-ass about it. He's like, well, why'd you even call me then? And it's up to you if it's a scam or not.
Damn, I was stuck between he fought it once or just being like, yeah. Not even that.
So anyway, just be on alert. If something doesn't feel right or there's like a weird detail that just feels phony, definitely do some digging. It's not hard to find out. People post about being scammed all the time.
Yeah. When I got mine, it wasn't too long ago, probably like a year or two. It was from Kansas. It was like basically the same thing. And I just went to the Kansas website.
Right.
And I just looked up to see if my license plate had any like cost on it or
did
whatever.
that too. Yep. It was so dumb, but yeah, they tried to get me. And they're in our mailbox. That just feels extra personal. Like, get out of there.
Yeah, get out of my box.
Get out of my box.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
So, Trevin.
Yes, ma'am.
Today, we are going to be sharing a killer fact.
Hello?
We've traced the facts. They're coming from inside the house.
Killer facts.
Oh, yes. It's been a while for them killer facts.
Yes. I have covered many a natural disaster on the show. It's something that has always fascinated me. Weird, mysterious events, or, we've talked about like the highest places, the lowest places, the biggest tornadoes. I love to cover it all. Okay.
Yeah, hottest.
Yes.
Most rain or snow or something.
Yes. So you guys, here I am again, but this is something different. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a pretty crazy event, and still to this date, it holds a record for something. And it happened so long ago that I'm actually shocked it has remained on the record-holding list here. So I'm coming from Wikipedia.
Whoop, whoop.
Today I'm going to tell you guys about the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa.
Oh, that's like what happens when I walk around at night. You know what I mean?
Krakatoa.
Yeah.
You're
Stubbed.
I'm probably butchering that name, but Krakatoa. So I'm going to give the brief synopsis of this event, and then what it doesn't cover, I'm going to tell you guys those facts too. Between the 19th of May and 21st of October in 1883, that is so fucking long ago, the volcanic island of Krakatoa, located in modern-day Indonesia, began erupting, lasting more than 5 months.
Oh.
On the 27th of August, the island had its most significant eruption, which destroyed over 70% of the island. The August 27th eruption had an estimated volcanic explosivity index of 6 and is one of the deadliest and most destructive volcanic events in recorded history. The third explosion that happened that day occurred at 10:02 a.m., and it still remains the loudest known sound in history.
Oh, a loud thing. Okay.
Yes. It also did a bunch of other weird shit, like the largest explosion was so powerful that it was heard 3,110 kilometers and 1,930 miles away.
Okay. Whoa.
From where it occurred. It actually blew out eardrums of sailors that were like sailing. I think it was around 40 miles close to where it exploded or erupted. That's like a huge fear of mine, to have my eardrum busted. Holy shit, that probably sounds or feels so painful. There were like blue moons at night after the eruption of this one explosion because it was so loud. It dealt with things with pressure. There were tsunamis. It was a domino effect of weird shit. And it's still to this day on the decibel scale is the loudest sound. So I thought it was very fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, back in those times before modern advancements, and especially before there was like large scale schooling and stuff, and you don't really know what you're encountering sometimes, like I could see why a lot of people would be like, I experienced something otherworldly, like a monster or something like that, especially when it's like a super rare event like that.
And it was cool too, because I was researching it on a bunch of different websites, but one of them actually had photographs of letters that people wrote throughout history that heard it or were near it or got, some damage done to them by it. And they like wrote all these hand letters, and it kind of went viral back in the time, like all these letters and postcards being like, holy shit.
I mean, yeah, that would be like a fascinating read in a newspaper in the 1800s. Like, whoa, this happened to these people?
No, totally. And Krakatoa is still active to this day. But there hasn't been any like crazy eruptions, obviously, in a very long time. But it's those active ones. You might think they're dormant, but ka-chinga!
I would never turn my back on a volcano or even trust living near one.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, speaking of volcanoes, your killer fact has got me feeling a little hot. Because my killer fact will get you feeling hot too.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
So my killer fact is also about a world record of sorts.
Is it? Okay.
My fact actually has to do with turning up the heat a little bit. And coming from Vice, I'm not going to read you the headline. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this. So there are many ways to raise awareness for prostate cancer. John Stephenson chose an interesting path. On April 30th, the 50-year-old martial arts expert and former bare-knuckle fighter from Halifax, West Yorkshire, hauled a 2-ton French police car 131 feet down a residential street using a tow rope attached to his penis.
No! I thought you were going to say balls.
While on fire.
Wow! That escalated.
In front of baffled neighbors for charity.
I mean, the baffled neighbors part might be the most embarrassing.
At first I was like, okay. I mean, but then just hearing this guy's thought process, I thought, you know what? He's a guy worth hearing about.
Okay, let's hear about him.
Stevenson, a painter and decorator and father of 3, has pulled a car with his testicles before.
Oh, so I wasn't too far off the path.
Maybe you heard about him before once a long time ago.
So he said, I've done it with the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do just the tip.
He's pulled the car while his head was on fire. Combining the two was, in his words, a logical next step.
Logical next step?
Quote, I've pulled a car with my testicles before, and I've pulled a car on fire. So I thought, why not combine them both? But this time, do it with my penis.
Wowzers.
It's like, wonder what they were thinking. Oh, that makes absolute sense. That's probably exactly what he was thinking.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any real mystery. This guy's like, obviously, I'm going to pull this car with my peni.
As one
gets
does. To. Yeah, they get there eventually. We all get there. It required a few attempts. He doused himself in lighter fluid, and the wind wasn't cooperating, but he got there. Quote, I won't lie. It did hurt quite a bit, he said. But my mind was focused on being on fire and just plow on. He reported some marks, but confirmed everything remained intact. Stevenson believes he's the first person in the world to complete this particular combination, which seems very likely.
I mean, I don't think many people want to do this.
Exactly. So see, it's a world record. I guess. No one's challenging it. He also raises money for Rudis Retreat in Huddersfield, an organization that provides vacations to families of children with cancer and campaigns against school bullying. Quote, people think I'm a bit mad, but I like to set myself challenges. There is a serious side to it too.
I mean, respectable organizations, but damn, really gotta do it like that?
It makes me think of our older stuff a little bit. It's definitely a small thing, especially when you actually see it.
What is that tan part? Was that like a fleshlight that he put a string on?
I mean, I was trying to think of that too, like...
What?
They just caught like the back of his coat on fire while he pulled it.
Guys.
I'm not saying that it's not impressive.
Right.
I would never want to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to put my coat on fire.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like he wasn't completely engulfed in flames.
Right.
Just a silly thing. And I don't know. I just couldn't imagine wanting to do something like that. But you know what? He deserves his time in the sun.
You know, everybody is still searching for their purpose, you know, in this life. And sometimes people have really weird purposes that they believe they have. Okay.
Yeah. So what's his next logical step? Pull a car by his butthole?
Clearly, Trevin. That is the next logical step that anyone knows already.
Ugh.
Wow.
Start warming it up now.
Oh my God. Ugh.
I mean, it's probably plenty of warm from that fire. When you finally see it, like in my mind, I'm thinking this dude's going to be like Human Torch on fire. But now he's really just kind of...
Just got his little jacket on fire, pulling a little white car down the suburban road
by his penis.
I
am curious how they rigged it up, though. Like you said, is that a fleshlight? It does look like...
Is it hard? Is it soft?
I don't think it would be able to... I don't know.
Trevin's like, no.
Like there would just have to be some kind of way to like lock it in. I don't know.
I don't know either. But that is a doozy, Trevin. Thank you for sharing that with us all today.
I did want to say he does actually have a couple of other skills, though, and actual world records.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. He's not a one-act pony.
He holds the world record for delivering 300 punches in 30 seconds while gripping a 1 kilogram dumbbell in each hand.
Wow.
Very specific.
Okay, see, that to me is a little more understandable.
Among other achievements through his official record breakers are executing 6 martial arts kicking techniques in under 5.5 seconds,
Ooh.
alongside several records involving towing or hoisting vehicles.
Okay.
He must have a tow rope and just sit, and he's like, what can I do with this?
Literally. Well, okay, so he's at least part legit. We have to give him that.
Yeah, I mean, he can do some impressive stuff like strongman, bare knuckle fighting. He's just trying to find a way to make a mark on history.
Yeah.
Instead of just on other people.
Using every inch of his body that he can.
Every couple inches there are.
Well, I'm not going to set you on fire. Let's go ahead and play these ads already.
Justice is widely understood to be the concept of moral fairness and the administration of law, where individuals are treated impartially and receive what they deserve based on their actions. But circumstances are not always as clear-cut as we would like, and the quest for justice can be a slippery slope. The 1986 killing of Scott Macklem and resulting trial would test the very limits of justice as we know it. When a shotgun blast rang out on a frigid November morning on the campus of St. Clair Community College in Port Huron, Michigan, students within earshot assumed it was a firecracker or a car backfiring, or perhaps even a tire had blown out. But the truth was that a young college student named Scott Macklem had been pitilessly executed. Police settled quickly on a single suspect, a brash young man who was leading a somewhat alternative lifestyle. I am your host, Aaron, and this is Framed. On this season of Framed, we're going to look at the murder of Scott Macklem and the focus by law enforcement and the justice system on a suspect named Frederick Freeman, now known as Temujin Kensu. Research and writing for this podcast by Kathleen McGrath of Thread Pullers Research. Music provided by the captain of True Crime Garage.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays. And just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes. They put you on hold. Your doctor doesn't take your plan. Game over. We see you. So we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc. Search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly. No cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.
And we are back, and I have a petty crime story for you all today.
Did you feel rusty writing it?
Yeah.
I felt a little rusty too.
I feel rusty in every aspect, but it feels right now that we're doing it, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Just a little bit of rust to get here.
Yeah.
So this is definitely one of those crime against humanity / sweet justice for humanity type stories.
Oh, we need more of those.
And I feel like it's been a while since I've had one of these. I'm trying to think where I didn't have like an exact charge, but it's still a crime. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But anyway, this is a news story, and I'm not going to build it up too much. I'm just going to jump right in, and here we go. Unfortunately, I'm not much of a baker. I can cook up a mean meal, but when it comes to baking, I just haven't quite got the timing right. I've burned many brownies, and I've set off our fire alarm more times than I'd like to admit. Yet for those who have the skill of serving perfectly crafted baked goods, I imagine it probably feels pretty damn good when you get it right.
Well, call me Rachel Ray.
I'm sure when you open up your oven, a cheesy grin spreads across your face before you gracefully transfer the hot dish into the prepped countertop. You inhale the scent of your creation and slowly look up with a glimmer in your eye. At least that's what I've seen on the Food Network. Today's story is about an actual baker who got sprinkled into a petty concoction filled with sugar, spice, and not everything nice. Julie Fradella was a baker and business coach working near New Orleans in the spring of 2026. She received many phone calls throughout her busy work week. Some were from other bakers looking to sign up for one of her courses that she offered, while others were potential customers interested in her lavish baked goods. The custom order requests were far from the average small bakery. Julie's customers expected nothing but the best. The Sweet Hustle. What can I bake for you, boo?
I'd like to place an order for a bedazzled 3-tier Louis Vuitton cake.
I need 6 dozen cupcakes completely smothered in floral arrangements.
I'd love a cake covered in actual gold flakes for my dough.
Julie accepted most requests with happiness and gratitude. She loved creating sweet treats for a living and knew that it brought her patrons both happiness in their hearts and their stomachs. So it was no surprise at all when she received a phone call requesting a very specific cake for a very special birthday boy. The Sweet Hustle. This is Julie.
Hi, Julie. I was just listening to my favorite podcast, Live, Laugh, Larceny, on my car stereo. Anyway, this is Nikki R. I am wanting to order a cake for my amazing man, Jonathan, who is throwing a huge 35th birthday ball. It is going to be an all-black theme, but with hints of gold. I'm thinking more of a traditional cake with the number 35, Jonathan's name, and then the word Boss Hog written on it, please.
Okay, girl, that is no problem at all. How many guests are you planning to have attending? And what flavor would you like?
The cake would need to serve 75 people, and my sweet Jonathan's favorite cake flavor is almond. Does this mean you can make this dream cake come true?
Absolutely I can. That'll be $600, baby girl.
Yay! Anything to make my birthday boy's night extra special.
Julie got to work on Nikki's extravagant cake for her boyfriend, Jonathan. She built layers of moist almond cake, held together by sweet cream and a professional's touch. Then, she frosted the cake in large swoops, turning the cake black as the midnight sky. Julie's hands were precise as she added hints of luxurious golden details and black piping around the perimeter of the gigantic birthday cake. Lastly, she added the personal details of Jonathan's name and age, along with Boss Hog in all capital letters. She stood back and put her hands on her hips to look at the cake with pride.
Now that's one fine-ass cake.
It was shortly afterwards when Julie received a phone call from Nikki R. and excitedly answered.
Hello, Nikki girl. The cake turned out perfectly and is ready for you to pick up.
Yeah, about that. I just found out today that Jonathan cheated on me.
Oh, Nikki, I'm so sorry. Even after all this work you've been putting into his big birthday bash and everything?
Yeah, after every single thing I have done for that man. I planned the whole event that is supposed to happen tonight. He's been really worried about the cake, but there is no way he's getting this cake now.
Hey, you paid for the cake. Whatever you want me to do with it, I got you.
Do you think you could record yourself smashing the cake and send it to me? I would pay you an extra $100 for your added services.
Bitch, I'll do you one better. I'll light that cake on fire for free.
On May 6th of 2026, Julie Fradella, a baker and business coach of the Sweet Hustle near New Orleans, Louisiana, posted an unusual video to her social media channels. She starts the video off greeting her followers with her signature video intros.
Hey, coworkers!
But she quickly changes her tone, going on to explain,
my client found out her boyfriend cheated on her the same day she was supposed to come and pick up this big-ass cake for him.
From there, she elaborates, saying that her client offered to pay her $100 extra to smash the cake on video, instead of her coming to pick it up. Julie responded with, quote,
I told her, bitch, we gonna do one better.
Instead of accepting the extra cash, Julie offered to set the cheater's cake on fire for free, in exchange for permission to use the video for content online. The deal was made, and Julie filmed a video of her standing in front of the large black birthday cake, stating, quote,
Jonathan, it's Julie with the Sweet Hustle. Just want to wish you a happy birthday. Had so much fun baking this cake for your party tonight. It's just one thing. Cheaters, Jonathan. We don't like cheaters.
The almond cake quickly went up in flames behind her as the camera zooms in on the melting and sizzling sugary confection. The video quickly gained traction and went viral online, leading to a news interview on Today.com. Julie told the outlet that the cake was originally ordered for a big sneaker birthday ball for Jonathan's 35th birthday party. The cake was all black with gold details and was designed specifically by Jonathan, but was paid for in full, a total of $600, by his unnamed partner. It was because of the payment details that Julie was able to set fire to the cake without being charged with a crime herself. Quite the contrary to becoming a petty criminal, Julie has shined a spotlight on her business, and her orders have increased substantially. One of the many recent orders was from a future bride needing a wedding cake. The bride-to-be explained that she saw Julie's video of the burn cake online, and that she loves working with a girl's girl. They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but this story may prove otherwise. I'm sure some petty acts are at its best when it's calculated and patient. However, some justice needs to be served flambe style, burning down the last crumbs of evidence and any remaining remnants of sweetness or compassion.
That final quote really took the word out of my mouth. I was thinking, what a girl's girl.
No shit.
Damn. I wasn't really even sure where we were going with this. I thought for sure this girl was going to be, I mean, she is the criminal technically. You lined it up so well with her being such a character. She actually spoke that way. And actually,
literally, I wasn't trying to like mock her or make fun of her or anything. I hope it didn't come off that way if she ever hears it. But she talked with like attitude and flair and personality. Like she wasn't like one of those boring, like, get ready with me while I put on my makeup. She was like, hey girl, hey boo, bitch, I'll do one better. She had personality.
And usually in these stories, or if you're watching a documentary, usually people who are very much themselves or very like outward about being different are usually the ones, you know how it is. Those are like the colorful characters in the stories. It's like they probably got something going on. But yeah, that was cool. I mean, she ended up coming out being a criminal for good and a girl's girl. Hell yeah. We don't get to tell stories like that very often.
No, I know. I went back and forth. I try not to do a ton of these that don't have like charges, right? Like, it just makes sense to do mostly those for our show, but I don't know. You know, I've always liked a good revenge story. And I've done some cake stuff. I even like researched it. I was like, okay, have I done? And really, like, you did the wedding cake one. I'm trying to think. Oh, we did the listener story one about the birthday cake. I can't remember the specific shit.
It got destroyed. What the hell happened? It was a SpongeBob cake.
Oh, her boyfriend ordered her a SpongeBob cake, and then somebody was so angry at the bakery that they smashed the other cakes.
That's right. It was an employee of the bakery.
Yes. So I know I've told, we've both told some kind of cake stories, but this was like a revenge cake.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like there was poop in it. I considered trying to find something crazy like that, but this one just felt right. Not too much damage was done except to, the poor lady's heart who got cheated on, and the wallet that was probably missing all that money she paid for the party.
So you said you were looking for one with poop. Are you saying you just really wanted to do a cake story?
I wanted to do a revenge cake of sorts.
A revenge cake.
I don't know why.
Revenge cake combo in your head? No reason?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just had all 4 of my immediate little family's birthday parties back to 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 back. So maybe I just have cake on the brain, guys. I really don't know.
I get that.
But it's been a minute since I did revenge, and it has to be cake. And
is it cake? Or is it revenge?
I do love that show. Is it cake?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
I do. So anyway, I don't know. And it's true. I'm not a good baker. I'm good at cooking regular food, but baking is like a whole nother level of like patience and detail that I just do not fucking have.
Yeah, and it makes more dirty dishes. I don't like making a bunch of dirty dishes just for one thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Totally.
And then usually it's my wife makes a big pile of dirty dishes and I'm the one doing them.
Yeah. and I wanted to give a shout out to our Patreon member, Nikki R. Shout out. I hope you liked playing. Well, I hoped you liked Trevin playing you in this story.
I feel like I did you justice perfectly.
Oh my God, yes. You got to play the vengeful, lovely woman who was just trying to make her man's birthday special. Like,
isn't that just the way? Like, she's going above and beyond, not just to be like, I'm going to give him a cake because, that's the tradition thing to do. Like, designing the special cake and going out of her way to have it a certain special kind of way. And all the intentionality that she's putting into it. And this dude's, fucking around behind her.
I know. Also, side note, 72 people for a 35th birthday party. That is a fuck ton of people.
For real.
That cake, when we show you guys the video or the picture or whatever we do, because there's both, it's huge. It's so huge.
I mean, they must be some wealthy ass people.
Yeah, so if you guys want your name in a story, obviously our felony level patrons get to be a character in a story. It's just a fun little thing we like to do. And I think Nikki fit perfectly in here because the lady was unnamed. I looked everywhere. I even looked in the comments on the Instagram videos to see if maybe the lady chimed in. She's like, it was me. I never found anything like that.
I mean, that is a lot of drama and probably just wants to get away from it for a bit.
Yeah. I bet you there's a lot of people who knows exactly who it is in New Orleans. They're probably like, oh, yeah. Because can you imagine? 72 people at least know about the breakup.
For sure.
They either kept doing the birthday party without her and a bunch of shit didn't show up and she wasn't there and he had to explain it, or they canceled the party. So people know.
Yeah. I can't remember names off the top of my head, but there's a girl that got us on Kansas City Magazine when we were on there, and she interviewed us. I loved her. I loved talking to her, and her story was really interesting because she was cheated on leading up to her wedding and ended up still holding the wedding anyway without the guy.
Hell yeah.
She turned around and made it about herself, and it kind of, in a good way.
Yeah.
Just like, well, I paid for all this stuff. I'm not going to waste all this money. And she has pictures of herself just living it up at the wedding that was supposed to be hers, and she's made it about, a real girl's girl kind of moment.
See?
There.
Girls. That's what we're here for. But yeah, good for her. I remember that now that you're saying that. I hope that whoever this unnamed woman is, I hope that she somehow got joy out of this cake burning, and I hope that she got a little, I don't know, I hope that she found love again.
Yeah.
It just happened, though, so maybe she's still healing. It just happened in May. I wanted to clarify, too, the video that the baker put out was May 6th. That's really the only solid date I have documented.
Yeah, no arrests or anything. So.
Yeah, no arrests. And I know she placed the cake order in December, and then it was sometime in spring. That's why I kept it kind of vague.
Exactly. So much intentionality.
Yes.
She made that plan so far ahead.
I know. It was a big event.
But also, if you're dating somebody who wants to be called boss hog, that's a red-ass flag, buddy.
Yep. I concur. And also, if somebody has very specific details, or it has to be exactly like this, but you have to pay for all of it. Excuse me?
Where are the men getting this audacity? But I see it everywhere, I feel.
No, I know. So anyway, I thought it was a fun one. Also, you guys can go and follow the Sweet Hustle _ At least I know that's her on Instagram. I don't know if she's on TikTok, but yeah, go and support her. Apparently, she's gotten a lot of women followers that are like, girl, I want you to bake all my baked goods. So she seems amazing. Her videos are very personal and funny, and she makes great cakes, very high end, looks great.
I love cake. I love women.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com. To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, there is a lot in common with this week. But the first thing I'm going to tell you is that mine is also recent.
Okay.
I had a story that just really, much like I had to ask you, I was like, why do you want to do a story about cakes? Because I have a ton of amazing crimes I could do. I've got a list that could, choke a horse. But, you have to be inspired in that moment. And a lot of times, for me, I'm so character-based. I want a character that speaks to me or something that I'm witnessing a lot of. And I came across something that it was a character that really echoed another person that I know. And it felt good to be able to tell this story. But also, we've had things similar to this, but not quite in this way. And like we've talked about, we've been doing this show for quite a while. There will be some overlap in like how things happen, but it's still just the people that do it and how and why is always the biggest thing that blows my mind.
Totally. Like we're always going to have a poop story, right?
You're
but
right.
Each one of them holds a special place in our toilet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so much poop nuance. Like, and this one, definitely feels the same way. I'm excited to tell it. It felt like a really good first story back for me.
Oh, good.
And we will have another Patreon member show up here in a second too.
Ooh.
Before we get any further, wear minimal clothing because it's about to get hot. And here we go.
Oh shit.
Everyone loves a hero. They're the main character in every story. They save the day. They earn admiration. They get thanked at the end of the movie while everyone else stands around looking impressed.
I'll be thinking good thoughts about this person for the rest of my life.
Maybe that's why so many people want to be one. You can usually spot the self-appointed heroes by the stories they tell. Every coworker is impossible to work with. Every neighbor is an idiot. Every ex somehow turned out crazier than the last.
Can you believe she got mad because I spent the entire dinner on my phone? Women hate to see a man relax.
And that's usually how these stories go. Somehow, no matter what happened, our hero is always the only responsible person in the story. And every hero story has one thing in common: a villain. There has to be somebody causing the problem, somebody making bad decisions, somebody standing in the way of justice, common sense, or whatever noble cause serves our hero in that particular moment. Most people eventually run out of villains. The self-appointed heroes don't. If they can't find one, they'll create one. And when a person's identity becomes dependent on saving the day, sooner or later, they'll need a disaster worth saving. Most people stop there. Today's criminal didn't. From its first hit, the station bell pierced through the surrounding sounds, causing all who heard it to leap into action.
We got a hot one!
Unnamed side characters sprang from their beds. Chief Blaze dropped his coffee cup mid-slurp, and Kylie T paused live laugh larceny to get in line for the fire pole. Kylie patiently waited her turn, checked to make sure the room behind her was clear, then mounted the pole in an inverted split and changed levels face down.
Come on! We've got lives to save!
Justin shouted from the passenger seat. The team slipped into their gear and loaded onto the truck, still prompt, but miles behind Justin. Kylie exchanged a glance with one of the unnamed station extras. He raised an eyebrow. She smiled. Even Chief Blaze looked annoyed. In just a short, speedy ride, the group of volunteers arrived at the source of the call, a smoldering pile of wood scraps and landscaping debris near the side of the road.
This thing's out of control!
Justin shouted, throwing his door open.
Cover me!
The crew watched as Justin grabbed the hose, yanked the valve, and blasted the tiny fire with a powerful spray.
Take that, you burning bastard!
Kylie and the rest of the crew watched in confusion as Justin did the absolute most before striding back like a warrior returning from battle. He holstered the hose, squared his shoulders, and gave Chief Blaze a look that said, "I'm coming for your job." Justin nodded confidently at the smoking remains.
I expected bigger, but duty comes in all different sizes.
Nobody asked. This was a typical day for the Perseverance Volunteer Fire Company. Most volunteers use the station as a way to help their community. Kylie made it one of her many hobbies. Justin made it his time to be a hero. And although Justin's attitude routinely caused volunteers to quit, his enthusiasm usually helped the station beat Montgomery County's career firefighters to the scene of most calls, making his personality easier for corporate to excuse. Kylie had a habit of replaying every interaction with Justin in her head. His brave face in the presence of a tiny flame was nothing new. Justin treated every call like he was storming Normandy. But this time something clicked. The thought was lost on her until they returned to the station, and she removed her fireproof pantaloons. The release of the tight waistband restored blood flow to her brain and jogged her memory.
Justin, wasn't that the neighborhood where you said your old boss lived?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy who fired you. You said he was literally Hitler.
You must have more time to care about stuff than I do. I'm too busy to remember things.
Kylie wandered to the break room, filled a cup with ice, creamer, and coffee from the communal supplies, and took a long swig. She was grateful not to be in a Maryland fire station. Across the room, Justin was already cornering a nameless volunteer.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm eating my cereal a little more gingerly today. Had to put out a fire all by myself earlier. Might have torn something.
Kylie rolled her eyes. Then she decided to make things worse.
I'm just gonna sit over here and listen to Live, Laugh, Larceny for a little bit.
She sat at a distant table, placed one earbud in the ear facing Justin, pretended to press play, and stared blankly at the tabletop. Justin's volunteer immediately recognized an escape route.
Oh, wow! Would you look at the time?
Before he could leave, another firefighter wandered into the room. Justin perked up.
Hey, did you hear about the forest fire I took on earlier? Chief hadn't even got off the truck before I started spraying it.
What are you all talking about over here?
I saved lives today. Pull up a chair.
Kylie's hate watch backfired and ended up annoying her even more. Watching Justin command an audience was enough to make her find a new place to listen to the world's greatest podcast, eventually settling on the peaceful rec room. After binging a few episodes, she decided to stretch her legs and circle the station. Every room was just as it usually was, but better. There was no sign of Justin anywhere. The nameless volunteers giggled without being interrupted by stories. Nobody sat in the lunchroom like a vulture who only fed on humble brags. And Chief Blaze finally had enough peace to practice flexing his pecs in the mirror.
Come on, little tater tots.
Kylie completed her lap and returned to the rec room. There sat Justin, awkwardly perched in a wooden chair.
When did you get here?
I've been here for hours.
Kylie paused. Justin was still wearing his fireproof pantaloons.
Why are you wearing your unburnable breeches?
They're comfortable.
Kylie knew those pants to be many things. A trap that could roast your crotch hotter than the fire it protected it from? Yes. Lamination for your ass crack? Absolutely. Comfortable? Not once in recorded history. Before she could question the bizarre encounter any longer, the station bell erupted once again. And leading the charge was Justin's pre-pantsed ass.
What are you waiting for?
The scene took everyone in the crew just to take account of. At the center was a barn fire with flame trails spread like tentacles, reaching 3 vehicles, a shed, an outhouse, and a gazebo. Just ahead, a family of 8 stood outside, pointing towards their home.
Our house is next!
A new branch of fire slowly crept in that direction. The volunteers took to one another for support, moving into position. Ironically, in the heat of the moment, Justin froze, mouth agape, hesitating. Kylie straddled the hose. Chief Blaze twisted the tip. The unnamed volunteers ran with pails of water to reach the spots the hose couldn't. Once things were under control, Justin pushed his way back to the front, immediately pointing out flaws in the work of those who got there before him.
You call that wet? Your hose job is moist at best.
Kylie looked up at him, disgusted. She could see it in his stance. She could hear the self-congratulations in his head.
It was my honor to sacrifice everything for my community.
Before her hate watch could continue, she felt a tap on her shoulder. Chief Blaze.
Big one tonight.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
Kylie nodded and turned her attention back to Justin. The self-appointed hero breathed in the fresh air. He was an asshole. But was he an arsonist? Maybe if her life were a Live, Laugh, Larceny story.
But is it?
In May 2026, Justin Tyler Shawley, 29, a volunteer firefighter with the Perseverance Volunteer Fire Company in Souderton, Pennsylvania, was arrested after allegedly setting multiple fires and then responding with fellow firefighters to help extinguish them. According to investigators, the incidents occurred between May 29th and May 30th. Using surveillance footage and license plate reader data, police identified Shawley's vehicle near each location shortly before the fires began. The first fire involved a pile of wood logs along a roadway. Several hours later, Firefighters were dispatched to a barn fire that prosecutors say Shawley intentionally started by placing a fire starter log inside a bag of trash and positioning it against the structure. During the investigation, Shawley allegedly admitted to setting the fires and told investigators he knew a former employer who had fired him in 2025 lived near the location of the first blaze. According to court documents, Shawley's target during the second fire was the barn itself, but the fire quickly spread beyond the building. The blaze eventually engulfed 3 vehicles and spread to a shed, an outhouse, and a gazebo, causing extensive property damage. Investigators also noted that a nearby home containing 8 occupants was threatened by the fire. Authorities allege that after setting each fire, Shawley left the scene and later returned as part of the emergency response to help battle the blazes. Police later searched his vehicle and garage, where they reportedly found fire starter logs, lighter fluid, a lighter, and other fire starting materials consistent with those used in the incidents. Investigators also said Shawley admitted he was aware that people were inside the nearby home before setting the barn fire. Shawley was arrested and is being investigated for offenses including arson, reckless burning, endangering property, possession of incendiary materials, and recklessly endangering another person. As the case is still developing, no formal court outcomes or sentencing decisions have been made public. Let's give Justin a hero's welcome. Seriously, he's an arsonist and an asshole. Kylie was right. But I do think this story illustrates something about heroes. Heroes aren't born through what they do. They're born through the stories people tell about what they do. Justin preferred telling his own. Justin belonged firmly in the second group. Because every hero story needs a villain. A coworker, a neighbor, an ex, a stranger. Somebody has to be wrong, so our hero can be right. The problem comes when there aren't any villains left. That's when the self-appointed hero starts creating them. And sometimes they don't stop there. Sometimes they create the disaster too. If you have a self-appointed hero in your life, there's a decent chance you're already the villain in one of their stories. After all, no one is safe when the hero can never lose.
Wow. An arsonist that's also a firefighter?
It's almost like a lame version of Dexter.
No, literally. Yeah, he's like, I kill these people. And so I might as well know what all these investigators and police officers know. Let me get in on this.
Yeah, and I can always catch bad guys because I am a bad guy.
Yeah. He's like, I know what they're doing. And this guy's like, how can I be the big hero? How can I know what's coming? How can I? Oh, I'm going to just go light this shit on fire myself. Or maybe it was the other way around and he's always been an arsonist, kind of like Dexter.
And he finally got caught.
And then he finally became a firefighter just to get close to the action.
Yeah, like why would you
I don't
finally
know.
push the limit now and do it? Like,
yeah.
And you go volunteer. Like it'd be one thing if you thought you were going to get fired and you're like, oh my God, there's just not enough business. I got to ring up some fires.
Right.
But like you're a volunteer, so I don't know. You have to be some sort of a, little self-congratulatory asshole or something.
You have to be. There's no reason other than that, right?
I think so. I mean, that person obviously doesn't view a hero in the right way. Like,
right.
That's something that I've come to terms with over the last couple of years. It's like there are people who watch movies and they just see a hero save the day at the end and they don't think like this person helped the future of their people or they saved lives. They just look at it and they're like, look at all the attention they're getting.
Right.
I bet everybody wants to have sex with them.
Oh my God.
I want to be a hero.
No shit.
And I'm realizing that more and more. It's like, oh yeah, people don't actually care about the good things that the hero does.
Yeah, they just want the praise for it.
Even if it's a volunteer firefighter taking a bag of trash out and burning it by the road.
Well, I was already nervous because last time we were in a fire station, you had one of the people putting very disgusting things in the food.
I don't know if you caught the reference I said in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Thankful
I was like,
they weren't drinking from a Maryland fire station.
Yeah. I was triggered instantly. I was like, oh God.
I hesitated going back to a fire station because I was like, that wasn't even that long ago.
No,
but I
this
really
was so
wanted
different.
Yeah, the self-appointed hero.
Yeah, no, that was a totally different vibe, completely different. And also, you want to give your patron a shout out?
Yes, Kylie T. Thanks for being a Patreon person. It's rare that you get to be a main character in a story. It's just kind of whatever the luck of the draw is. Yours was a main character? Kinda.
Yeah, like the main customer. Maybe not the main character was the baker, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, both of our gals got quite the shout out this episode. And genuinely, thank you guys so much for supporting us on there. It's pretty fun to be able to find funny ways. I'm trying to kind of do what Trevin does, where he kind of like includes a funny little thing about listening to our show. I like how you do that. Yeah, it's a good time. So thank you for supporting the show.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's nice. I mean, shit, I'm thankful to anybody who wants to give us their time at all.
Yeah.
Like, lend me your ear for an hour. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But like, lend me a little bit of your money too. That's even cooler because
right.
I would love to be able to survive on this show one day.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Kylie, for being a part of this. And anybody else you want to be on that, as we said in the first story, you can do it. And if anybody else is just new here, thank you for being here.
Yeah, this is finally a regular episode for you all.
We took a bit of a summer break to get caught up on other things in our live show. And thank you for being here. I'm expecting there to be more of you new people soon. So please stick around and we appreciate your presence here.
Yes. What the fuck is going on with these firefighters? Like, what? I'm not saying all firefighters are bad. Actually, quite the opposite.
Not all firefighters.
I'm sure that some of them are great. And seriously, just want to help people in these situations. I think it's probably, very rare that they set their own fires, hence why we told this story or why you told it. But the irony is just...
Like, what were you thinking was going to happen? Again, you're a volunteer too, so it's not like you're going to get a raise.
Yeah, and it's like...
helping it.
Bro, they clearly are going to investigate how these fires started. Right? Like, I don't know what the thought was, other than just wanting to be, seen as the hero of the day. And I don't know, he was so knowledgeable on exactly where to go because he did it.
Mm-hmm.
That is some shit.
Yeah. The only spree they know of was only 2 fires in the span of basically 24 hours. So
silly.
Whether he did any others before, we're not sure, but it really just makes you wonder, like, what was the tipping point that finally was like, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I think there would be many other ideas that would come to a person before that.
Totally. I wonder if it was a busy town or busy city. Maybe he was just, I mean, that would be so dumb to risk it all over a little boredom, but I wonder if he's like, I got to spice things up a little bit.
Souderton has about 7,300 people or so.
Okay.
So it's not huge.
It's not huge at all by any stretch. People do weird shit for unexplainable reasons.
Yeah, and small towns, everybody's got a weirdo. I mean, everybody's got multiple weirdos.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's kind of how this show happens, you know? It's when the weirdos finally just do something real out there.
Yeah, exactly. Holy hell. Well, the connection is definitely setting fire to things. Yeah.
Even both of our facts, yours was hot lava and mine was a guy pulling a car with his dick while on fire.
Oh my God.
So I did kind of do that on purpose.
It's a spicy episode for sure. Heat, hot, ouchie everywhere.
Heat, hot, ouchie. It's also a hot ass day today.
Oh my God, it's so freaking hot here in Kansas City.
Humid. Ugh.
Well, no matter where you live, okay? If it's hot like it is over here, or if it's cold, or if it's just a fine, beautiful, lovely day, I hope you are having a great week. And I hope you remember, no matter the crime, big or small, in the end, we are all doomed.
Doomed to start a little fire.
Bye.
See ya.
Do you want to be in a story? Come on over to Patreon for bonus content and perks.
And how have you avoided being scammed lately? Find us on social media and tell us how they're getting to you. Find us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or Threads. Live, Laugh, Larceny.
And any fellow arsonist out there? If so, send us your petty crime stories to livelaughlarceny@gmail.com.
And give our show the same rating that I would give any girl's girl out there. 5 stars. We need more of you. Let's boost each other up. And by doing that, give us 5 stars wherever you rate podcasts. Apple, Spotify, Good Pods, anywhere you can tell people good things. Help us out. Do you think you could record?
Okay, when I did them.
Yeah, I went more angry than I probably. Okay, yeah, it's more quizzical.
Oh, God.
I was trying to go a little weird with it, and then I lost myself. Okay.